welcome if you are new. So we've had a good start to our day. I've just been sitting outside writing down, this is a reverse summer bucket list, which is basically your memories of this summer. And I wanted to do it this way this time because I've done bucket lists in the past and sometimes you don't get to everything, you know? And so you end up with a bunch of things that you've checked off, but then you also end up with a bunch of things that you kind of wish you had gotten to. And I just don't like that feeling when I'm like, oh man, I wish we could have gotten to that, you know? Because that's life, you're not really gonna get to everything. And what I also love about a reverse summer bucket list and just writing down your memories so far is you almost tend to like romanticize life a little bit more and like write things down on here that you probably wouldn't even think of to write down on a summer bucket list. Like staying outside painting all day is one thing that I put on here. And that's one thing that I wouldn't have, you know, put on a summer bucket list, like an idea that I would have, but it just happened one day. And I've been sitting outside painting a lot this summer. And so it's just a good memory that I have of this summer. So I put it on here and now I can look back at this and see all the memories that we had of this summer. And of course, we've got lots of room left on the page for even more memories to be made. But I love this idea. This is the first year I've done a reverse summer bucket list, and I have a feeling that this is just the way I'm gonna end up doing it. Of course, I've got a few ideas of things that I would like to get to this summer, but if we don't get to them, then they're not gonna be on my forever summer bucket list where I look at it and I'm like, oh, didn't get to that, you know? So anyway, I ended up painting this. I don't have watercolors yet, but I just took my acrylic paint that I have and mixed it with water and then kind of just did like a sunset beach theme. I thought it would be prettier than just having it on like a white piece of paper, you know? So anyway, that is my summer reverse bucket list. Definitely do one of these if you want just like a list of memories of this summer. And I have a feeling I'll probably do this for each season as well. But also another thing that I was gonna kind of tell you guys about is this tea I have been loving. And this is Peak Energy tea from Bigelow. That's the brand, but it has L-theanine in it and caffeine. And normally my teas don't have caffeine in it, but this one, I can tell it gives me a lot more energy. But I was gonna show you, it's not as much energy as coffee. It's just like the step below it. And I don't like coffee. And the reason why I don't like coffee is because it makes me feel jittery. Even just one cup of coffee, and it actually makes me feel tired. It like puts me to sleep for some reason. And, but this doesn't. It's like the step below it. And I think coffee is probably just too much caffeine for me. But this one, like it says coffee has 100 to 120 milligrams of caffeine, but this tea has 75 milligrams. So, and I've been loving it. I can definitely tell I've got a lot more energy after I drink this. So, loving this. And L-theanine actually helps with hormones as well. So, I love that. It actually gives you like a calming effect too, with the L-theanine in it. So, loving that lately. Also, another thing that I've been loving is this book here. I was gonna show you guys my Hygge home. I got this when we went to the library and I picked it up last night because I've been just reading about my butterflies. And so last night was the first time I was like, let me pick this up and see what it's all about. And I read, I'm on page 82 in one night. I could not put it down. I was so tired, but I did not want to put it down. But there's so many good ideas in here and things that he just makes you think about, like the way we are attracted to daylight or natural light in our homes. And the reason why is because it helps with our circadian rhythm. I just think that's so interesting. And he was talking about how like office buildings, they will rent out for more if they have more natural light coming in, and houses even sell for more if they have more natural light coming in. And as humans, we're just naturally attracted to natural light because it helps with our circadian rhythm. And I'm like, humans are just genius. Like we're not consciously thinking of these things, but we're subconsciously thinking of these things. But there's just so many things in this book that he was talking about. Oh, another thing that I was kind of picking up that like humans are just genius about is people love to sit in like an armchair in the corner of a room, or like think about like if you're on top of a hill and you want to have like this view, but you would love it even more if you had like a tree to back up against. And that's because humans like to see without being seen, especially introverts, which is very Hygge, you know, and it's very introverty. It's like a cozy feeling. But humans, especially introverts, love to have like a corner where they can sit in and read, and it's just like a cozy spot. And I just thought that that was genius, because he was talking about how humans love to find caves, and you know, it's kind of like in our nature to want to have this outlook, like to be on top of a hill, but also kind of be hidden and kind of have our back up against something that feels kind of like safety. So I mean, I'm telling you guys, I cannot put it down. I have found so many cool things in there, and it just makes you think about like the design of your home. Like I'm already wanting to get some recliners to make our home more cozy for especially the winter time. I feel like summertime, Hygge is definitely a thing. You know, you're romanticizing life, you're wanting to do the cozy things and stuff, but I feel like it's even more so needed in the winter, which is another thing that he was talking about in that book. I hope I'm not boring you guys, but I just find this fascinating. But another thing, let me see if I can find the page. Another thing that he was talking about was how the percentage of Hygge that is Googled across the US, and you can see more northern states will look up Hygge. And it's because it's needed more. You have to hunker down and get cozy and romanticize life a little bit more if you live in these northern states, because in the South, you're warm. You get to go outside. You know, there's not as much need for Hygge in your life, but I just love it. I think introverts in general, we just love Hygge because the coziness, and also romanticizing life, finding beauty in the mundane things, like cleaning your house, or, you know, sitting down to read a book, or painting, or, you know, just like the mundane things that aren't necessarily big or special, but it is special to you. And so I found that book so fascinating, and I cannot wait to read some more of it today. But I was going to show you guys something that I painted yesterday, because I had so much fun with this, and that's another thing that I cannot wait to get outside and do today, is some more painting, but I've got to do my responsibilities first. But this was the inspiration, and this was my painting. So, I'm just getting into painting. I took one art class in middle school, so there's definitely room for improvement. Let me see if I can find this other painting that I did, which is, it's pretty good. You know, if I was to grade it, I'd give it a B because she goes to the gym and she works this arm a lot more, and I just couldn't figure out how to make this arm less muscly. But I had so much fun painting this, and I just can't wait to paint something else today and just sit outside and romanticize life. But like I said, we've got to get to our responsibilities first. And one thing that I want to do is meal prep some things. I have everything to make breakfast bowls, and so one thing that we do is kind of just cook up some ground sausage and some eggs and some veggies, and I also put in like a pack of hash browns in there, and then I just make this like big bowl of all of that combined, and then in the mornings we can go in there for breakfast and just grab some out of the bowl and put it into our little bowls. And then another thing that I want to meal prep is some chicken, which isn't like necessarily meal prepping, but I'm going to make a salad today and a salad tomorrow, and I'm not sure which one I'm gonna make because for one, I need a melon baller, and I ordered one and it's supposed to be here today by 10 p.m. So that's the one that I really want to make because it's prosciutto, and I always want to say prosciutto and melone because I always have this in Italy. I say always have this in Italy. I've been to Italy twice, but in all spent about 3 weeks there. But I love Italy, and this is the only place where I have this. And so I was thinking this would be such a fun meal to have, and you can see they have like the mozzarella pearls in here. So if I get my melon baller in, I'll do that in this video. And I was thinking we'd just have chicken on the side. But if I don't get the melon baller in, we're gonna do a Caesar salad with strawberries and chicken in it. So I'm thinking I'll just go ahead and batch cook some chicken. That way tomorrow I won't have to cook it all, and I can just throw together a salad and already have my chicken. So that is the plan as far as all of that goes, but I also have some cleaning motivation as well coming up for you guys. I have to vacuum this whole house. We'll also have to clean up the kitchen once we're done making all the mess in there. And I feel like I need to tidy up our bathroom because I made a mess in there this morning getting ready. So just some things around the house that I know are gonna need to be cleaned. So I'm gonna bring you guys along for the day. Throw some things away. Do you guys see this lizard sitting right there? He's like spying on us. I think those things are called skinks, but I'm gonna be looking through that. I can't even talk now. I'm gonna be looking through that couch next time I go out there to sit down because I do not need that thing crawling on me. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out how to clean this white choker. It's gotten like some makeup on it just from wearing it, which by the way, I got this new choker in this morning. It came in a pack of, there's 4 or 5 in the pack, but they were all so pretty. I love this one with the star and everything, but I got it off of Amazon. I get all these chokers off of Amazon. They're so cheap. The pack that I just got in with 4 or 5 in them, I think it was like around $10, and this one was like, I don't know, $5 or something. They're so cheap. But anyway, I have to figure out how to clean this. So I think what I'm gonna do is soak it in some dish soap and some water, and then just see if I can kind of clean it with my fingers, because I don't want to do anything too abrasive, and I don't want to throw it in the washing machine because I don't want the flowers to kind of crumple up, you know? So we're gonna try to do something really gentle. We're gonna use some Dawn. I think that worked out really well. I don't see any makeup left. And I really just left it in there, and that took most of it off. And then before I took it out, I just kind of rubbed each flower just to make sure we got it all off. But so pretty. That worked really good. So this is a load of laundry that I need to fold, and this is the load of laundry that I need to get going in the washing machine. I probably should have started this like 2 days ago, but I can't stop sitting outside and painting and reading. It's distracting. But today we're getting our act together and we're gonna start this laundry. Started on the scrambled eggs for the breakfast bowls, but I wanted to show you guys what just came in. The melon baller. So this means we get to have the prosciutto and melone salad tonight. Breakfast bowl meal prep is all done. I also put in some butter and some salt and pepper in here too, but I didn't film that. But I'm just gonna let it cool down before I put it into a container and keep it in the refrigerator. And then we'll just come to it in the morning and scoop some out and have our breakfast bowls. So I think I'm about to sit outside and do a little bit of painting. I have my robot vacuum going, so that's helping me a lot with the housework today, but I wanted to show you guys these gardenias. They smell heavenly. They are so strong, and Justin actually brought these home to me yesterday. There's a boat going by, I hope it's not too loud, but Justin brought these home to me yesterday. He was at one of our clients' houses, and these were in the backyard, and he said that they just had bushes of them out there, and the entire backyard just smelled like gardenias, and he was talking about how amazing their backyard smelled. So she cut some off for him, and we're trying to propagate them now. And like I said, we just got them yesterday, and I was doing some reading, and it says that it could take gardenias like 3 weeks to propagate and take root. So we're gonna keep watering them and see if we can get them to take root, and then we can plant them. But they smell so good. I never knew that gardenias were so strong. So I'm so excited about these. I just finished up with my Venice painting. It's time to cook dinner now, but I was trying to hurry there at the end because Justin said he's on the way home and he's really hungry, so I need to go ahead and cook that. Well, I guess I don't really need to cook. He's coming home, he's gonna grill the chicken, and I am going to do the melon baller with the cantaloupe and what else was there? Oh, the prosciutto. I'm gonna cut that up, and then also the mozzarella pearls, and I think I got some basil to go in there too, so let's start dinner.